how did the wrong person win the Rumble?
Because it's been flat.
Do what?
I say probably because it's been so flat.
I mean, but they kind of picked it back up again this past week. They picked it back up again.
Right. Monday was super exciting.
Monday, yeah, it was good.
I was waiting for when they was gonna bring his brother in.
And you knew that was gonna happen, especially after he smacked the dog shit out of him too. So
exactly. When
he smacked
his brother in,
he smacked the dog shit out of him.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be his son that they brought in, but they brought his brother in. Either or was good.
Yeah.
You know, either or was good. Especially like the far as the visual that they
had. Basically, yeah.
Yeah. That visual of him bleeding, Gunther choking him out. Yeah. And then the promo Gunther cut, telling him if you keep on coming, WrestleMania is gonna be your funeral. Yeah.
So this is how I think that match is going to play out now, because we still know that Jay's probably going to still end up winning. Jay's going to take a hell of a beating in that match.
Right.
He's going to be beat down to the point where it looks like he's not going to win. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's going to blow the comeback and then he's going to win. And then you're going to get a whole stadium of 40, what did I say the numbers was? Like 41, like 42,000.
No, I got it more than that. It's gonna be
no.
They gonna hype the numbers, y'all. They gonna hype them up.
Right? Yeah, they gonna overhype it just like they did WrestleMania 3. TJ, I don't know if you saw my video that I put out a couple days ago. WrestleMania is not sold out.
It's still not. Nope.
It's on both nights. It's not sold out.
What?
No.
With the way that they probably slashing people for these tickets.
But here's the problem though. It's on Easter weekend.
Yep.
It's in Vegas.
Yeah.
And the tickets are astronomically high as a giraffe's ass.
I don't understand the theory of why their tickets are so high. Like who are they selling to? This regular, hey man, I go to work and I enjoy watching wrestling fans. Like, who you selling tickets to?
Yep.
I saw it. I just kind of saw it and I was like, wait a minute, let me go back. Let me go look real quick. And I saw how they had it set up and what have you. And it's like, yeah, both nights still have about 2,200 tickets left.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Now, one of my other videos that I put out, WrestleMania sells it. Vince McMahon was always, this was his thing. WrestleMania sells itself. I think it's getting to a point where you're going to have to make people want to come to Mania and not continue to rely on WrestleMania selling just the name alone, selling the pay-per-view. If that did I even say it right? Yeah. If that makes any sense though, you just can't rely on the fact that it's WrestleMania that is going to automatically sell out, because
you gotta put some. I guess you would say some interest behind it. To me, with all these different storylines that's taking place, they waited so long to push them. Like, come on already.
Yeah. WrestleMania, this the longest that is taken for Mania to build. Like, what has it been 8 weeks since the
it's been a drag.
Yeah, it's been like 5 weeks since the Chamber. We got another, I think, what, 2 weeks to go to Mania now?
Next week.
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah, the week after next.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to keep some of these stories interesting is, I understand the challenge, but is I don't know. But it's really hard to say. I mean, we've been watching this for so long. It's just like we know what to expect around this time. I mean, the next couple of weeks they got to hit a home run. But then I heard that CENA might not be at the next couple shows leading to Mania.
Yeah, we
wouldn't be missing nothing.
Probably not. I mean, the 2 promos that they've cut the last 2 weeks, even if you just got, Cody's been carrying the feud anyway because he's the only one you hear from for every week. But these last 2 promos, they fucking cooked. Like they didn't roast these. They cooked together.
Yes, the last one. Yes,
the last one.
Yeah, they cooked together.
I hated the first one. I hated the first one.
We ain't been on it a couple of weeks, so we can go back to that.
Yeah, I hated it. Because the first one, when John Cena came in, that's when he first started blaming the fans. Right. But it was a complete switch from what we seen at the Chamber 2 weeks prior. Because he sided with The Rock and Travis Scott with the Sage and all this ooga booga. I'ma take your soul. And then CENA comes out there of it was because of y'all and our relationship was through. I was kind of like, huh?
But think about this though. Where did he lie at though?
I mean, he wasn't lying. He told the truth. Oh, WWE has been booing him for a long time. But I'm saying as far as what we were given at the Chamber.
Oh, I think they kind of got away from that because you already got Rock there, not there on a consistent basis to help further the storyline.
Yeah.
Then there's rumblings that he might not even be at Mania. So what if you don't even see him again until Mania?
Okay, back to my other point. Then why even do all that?
This is true.
Y'all think they call it audibles though? I mean, because there's no way that they planned it like this.
True.
I think they did.
Because like, why have The Rock and Travis Scott and I'm gonna take your soul, Cody, and all this ooga booga? If we're just gonna kick him in the nuts and blame it on the fans, then we just should have went that way.
Yeah,
I think that might have just been the catalyst for what he ended up saying. But I also think, like Dave just said, like they probably called the audible because with The Rock not because again that I've been seeing that he may not be actually end up being a part of Mania. But it's like, how do you keep having these start stops with him and Cody in these storylines and what have you? Like it fucking blow you blowing them. As one of my cousins would be like, you blowing them, man.
Stop. I was frustrated because my feelings were just stop doing it and just use who we got that's there full time.
Yeah.
It ain't like they ain't got a deep roster that they can dive into and use. You know.
But who else is built up other than the people they're using for Mania right now?
Drew, they could have used Drew to me. They
Drew for
better.
You mean Drew as far as what?
Hell, he could have been the one to side with The Rock. Because CENA, the thing is, CENA ain't gonna be there none of this shit. He was only there a couple of times.
Yeah.
But why side? I guess the whole point of it, why side with anybody who ain't gonna be there anyway? I mean,
exactly.
Anybody, even the two part-timers, the two Hollywood people. Hey, we together, and you ain't gonna see us that much, but we're together.
What's the point?
I think I get what TJ's saying though. Like Drew is somebody who's there week in and week out, and you could easily have Rock do shoot a video or a promo and say whatever he needed to say, and kind of finagle with the match where he's still somewhat involved, but you don't need to see him every week because Drew is literally there every week.
Every week
was missing.
So
hey, y'all know what's missing though?
What's that?
Them Instagram videos Rock was doing like last year, social media stuff. He should have been doing that stuff, these last couple of weeks.
Exactly right. But like you were saying, they probably called an audible and just completely got rid of it.
Right, because notice that nobody's really mentioned The Rock since
at all
since the Chamber. They really haven't said anything.
And
Cody just mentioned them on Raw.
Yeah.
Remember he threw it in his face finally that you sold up out to The Rock.
Because remember after the Chamber, the first one that came out and called out, we'll start talking about CENA and The Rock was CM Punk.
Right. That next night. Yeah.
Because that promo that CM Punk dropped, that was hard though.
Y'all talking that time. Oh my God.
He had bars, but he was the first person to come out to call out all of that. Well, it should have been the people who was involved in it.
It should have. Thank you.
Cody should have came out and been like, look, Rock and CENA, you don't need CM Punk. He got a whole nother storyline over here. And
he come out talking about his daughter, and he told his daughter he fell and walked into a wall. And what are you talking about, Cody?
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny.
I had to lie to my daughter. I walked into the wall. Come on, man. Walk to the damn wall. Get your ass whooped, boy.
He said, you're a grown ass man, dog. So you ain't in an abusive relationship. What you do?
Exactly. And then
stop the madness.
The second promo was better because that's when they got into the title talk.
Right.
You know, they got into the back and forth about saying he wanted to win the title, and I'm gonna take the title home, and I'm gonna be the last real champion.
That way kind of tickled the shit out of me because it's like, what if he does win, and then you don't see him again until that Madison Square Garden show?
Yeah,
I'm just that would be fucking hilarious.
yeah.
Because I think people also forgetting that you've had people win the title and then retire.
Yeah.
You had people retire with the title. I mean, Trish did it. Who?
Edge.
Yeah,
he
basically, yeah, he was still champion. Give or take, he was still champion. I mean, he had to surrender it, but still, and yet he still retired as a champion. So technically speaking, Edge is still the world heavyweight champion. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, that version of the title, yeah.
Right, that version of the title. There's been a couple others I can't think of right offhand that have retired as the champion. So, and then they all of a sudden let's have a tournament to crown a new champion. So,
didn't they do that with Sting and Darby when they was the tag champions?
They fought the Bucks. Yep.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They fought the Bucks. Yeah.
That's AEW 2 years ago when I was watching. 2 years ago.
The real, we got. I keep telling everybody, we got to say the real AEW.
Yeah, because I got. Excuse me. I'm watching Dynasty now.
Watching what?
I'm watching Dynasty now.
Oh, I forgot it was all.
Yeah, I just got it playing just for GP. All I'm saying is
4 hours.
I'm guessing that it started at like 6 o'clock. Jericho should have been the first match. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You said what should have been the first match?
Jericho and Bandito should have been the first match.
Bandito, what the fuck?
I don't get it. Not to get off subject about the CENA and the Cody, but I don't get the whole Bandito and they got to get the bounty and what's the reward? I don't.
The mask. And for somebody that's wrestled in Mexico extensively, he knows what it means to pull off a luchador's mask.
That's it.
And I've always hated that plot point of anybody that a mask wrestler and you trying to take that mask off. Like this, it's fucking stupid and it's disrespectful.
It's not a story.
No, just work 2 masks.
It's like exactly. So it's just worth 2 masks. Not to digress entirely too much there until AEW, like Megan Bain and Tony Storm had a match, and I think Tony Storm hit her with the schoolboy. And so the thing about that is, people were like, well, they thought that Megan was going to win. It's like, well, she kind of got hot shotted to the title. I don't have a problem with that. She lost. They was like, well, what did they do with her after she loses? I don't know. They keep going forward and making her. They circle back around to it at some other point in time. It's like, look, it's a formula that has always worked. It was the WWE's formula for Hogan. It was the WWE's formula for CENA.
Because they ain't gonna be done with her.
Right. You can build the heel up, and then they take a loss, and it doesn't hurt them because guess what? They're still a heel.
Yeah.
Like, look at all the heels that CENA beat. CENA beat Miro.
Yeah.
CENA beat Umanga, as Stephen Regan put it. Umanga. CENA beat the Great Khali.
JBL.
Right. But no, I mean, those quote unbeatable heels.
Oh,
like JBL, he wasn't built as he wasn't pushed as the unbeatable heel. He was just a fucking dirtbag. So, but those unbeatable heels like Umanga and Rusev and the Great Khali, that's what he called him. He said Umanga. He always said Umanga though. So, but it's like you had those unbeatable heels, and guess what? They ran into Super CENA and they lost. They did the same. That was the WWE's formula for Hogan. Period.
Yeah.
And then